What's crack-a-lackin', kids? Jason up, New Age Revolution, down here in the cave. Day 5 of Christmas in the 80s. That's right. It is Monday, December 5th. Day 5. And this is actually a special request from a man, D-Mod, and his son, D-Mod Jr. D-Mod Jr. Will someday win the world title from whoever at WrestleMania. That's guaranteed. And D-Mod Sr. will be in the front row, looking svelte. They say that they are big fans of the Cobra Kai, and they want to see some Karate Kid figures on day 5 of Christmas in the 80s. We also have a special request for Chuck Norris figures, the Chuck Norris line that I have complete over there, over yonder. I was also going to talk about some of these cool replica cereal boxes that I have. You know, I'm really scrapping for footage here, as I really only have half a room to work with. But if I have to, I'll climb. I will mount this room, get over to the other side somehow. You know, when my man D-Mod said, talked about Cobra Kai, before we show off the Karate Kid figures, let's talk about Cobra Kai. So, my friends, the Campbells, and probably most all of you, including D-Mod Jr., might find it hard to believe that I am not a Cobra Kai fan. And I have my reason, but it's hard to explain my reason. It's hard to put it into words. Everything is hard to put into words. Here's my problem with Cobra Kai. I watched season 1 and season 2, and I just said I'm done after season 2. The reason that I have a problem with it, first of all, I don't love anything on television that's modern. So I don't like modern attitudes, modern behaviors on. I just don't watch it. I find modern characters annoying, especially kids, younger people. I just find them all obnoxious and annoying. I don't like them, right? The other problem that I had with Karate Kid was it's a nostalgia dump. Okay, it's like they woke. It's like they fell into a coma at the end of Karate Kid 3 and woke up 30 years later, 40 years later, having, you know, the same exact thoughts and feelings and experiences as 1985, right? Like, and so have I. But my point is, like, they're acting. You know, the show was acting like nothing existed in between. Like what happened in high school has stuck with everybody for 35 years. Right? That's the equivalent of being like a high school football player, and, you know, your opponents from high school B show up 40 years later and want another go in the backyard with the football. Like, nobody moved on. We've only held on to this one experience of our youth. And in what other walk of life does everybody from your past make their way back into your life? Like, you know, I heard, like, in later seasons, like, all of the bad guys come back, of course, because nobody's gotten over the last 35 years. They still want their revenge. You know, poor Johnny never moved on, and he's got a crappy apartment and an 80's car because he got beat in a karate tournament. He just never moved on. Daniel is still living off the whole high school karate thing. You know, I don't know. I guess a backstory would have been better would have made it more believable if the backstory was Daniel stayed with karate, became a karate teacher, fought in tournaments, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, they didn't do any of that, or at least I don't think. But like, I heard like Chosen comes back from Japan, or, you know, Okinawa, and Kumiko comes back. And I'm like, come on, you know, there's no way that these people are still attached. I don't, that's just my problem with it, that it's just an overdump of nostalgia for me. Like, you know, it's cool and fine, but I just didn't watch it past season 2. I was into season 1 for the nostalgia's sake, and then just the flood of like, you know, Kreese and even Kreese was too much coming back, I think. I don't know. That's just my take on it. I'm just such a curmudgeon, right? I'm just such an angry man who only watches Leave It to Beaver. Okay. Anyway, let's take a look at the Karate Kid figures. This is Remco. Remco, of course. I will not show you them individually because it gets a little boring. The Karate Kid line, I think, came out in 85. 84, looks like. I can't see it. It's really... No, it's 85, I think. I think these are possibly bodies that were used for other figures by Remco. Remco was famous for that. But they put out this cute little line. It's not bad. Here's Daniel and all of his... so, you know, we've got Daniel with, you know, no cloth clothing. He's got the headband, of course. Each one came with a little action, right? My least favorite thing about action figures in the 80s were these, you know, buttons that stick out and you flick them and the hand goes. These are either stuck or just broken. But, oh, there you go. You flick the thing and foot comes up. Now, I get it. I get that toy companies, like, they think that that's a good idea. And it's never changed. Like, all the, you know, even newer figures have like these play mechanisms that they think are just great. But, you know, what kid, you know, was playing karate by going, you know, oh, you know, you didn't. You came up with other ways to play. But they've all got those. So Daniel, and then you have 3 variants of Daniel. You have red gi Daniel, right, with no shirt. He's got no shirt on under there. And then you've got white gi Daniel with plastic gi underneath. And then you have gold gi Daniel. So they just really worked the whole, you know, variant thing with the different colored gis. And then I noticed just now that there's different hands for each one. Like this Daniel has 2 clenched fists. This one has the karate chop fist and mechanism. Same for this Daniel. Anyway, so we got 4 Daniels. Now, each figure came with a very, very cool accessory, actually. Like breakaway accessories, you know, a brick wall that you would kick through. My favorite was like a plate of glass or a plate of ice. Remember from part 2 where he goes through the ice? They had that accessory, and they were workable. You know, you would kind of piece them together and then chop through it. I thought those were cool. I don't have any of those. I just have the figures. So we got the 4 Daniels. Daniel's opponent, of course, is Johnny Lawrence. And we've got 3 Johnnies. Right, we've got just cloth Johnny, and or no cloth Johnny, just plastic cloth, and then again with the weird variants, like you know, black and gold Johnny is the only one you need, but then, you know, to fill the line to sell more figures, we've got gold pant turquoise jacket Johnny. All right, fine, right, but. There's Johnny, you know, again, like these are the only 2 Johnnies that really make any sense. This is the one Daniel that, well, this is part 2 Daniel, right, with red. Then we've got, let's see, let's do some more bad guys. We got Kreese. Looks like they made 2 Kreese figures. Purple and gray Kreese. Good face likeness there on old Kreese. And And then we have black crease. I like it. I met all three. I met Ralph Macchio. I met William Zabka, and I met Marty Cove. Marty, yeah, that's what he wanted me to call him. Marty, call me Marty. Okay, he didn't say that. I just made it up. Good stuff there. Now, of course, we've got. You can't have the line, of course, without Mr. Miyagi, and we have multiple Miyagis. We have multiple Miyagis. We have the, I don't know, purple, pink suited Miyagi, gray pants. Again, incredible likeness for Remco. I mean, we're at 85. Great likeness there for Miyagi. And then we have another variant. And then we have yet another variant of Miyagi. And then we've got Chosen. Right, from part 2. So they made figures for part 1 and part 2. So here, great likeness on Chosen. And then this one, he's got, so this one has what is a broken knife, I think this was. So you can see the hand there. If you look, there's a little gray, so the knife is broken. I don't know if it came that way. If I broke it, I don't know, in the midst of intense play. But, you know, this is Chosen trying to stick me, Daniel, right? You know, just kind of walks up behind him and back, just gets him right in the kidneys. That's how part 2 was supposed to end, right? But the ratings board wasn't going to have it, you know. Daniel was supposed to be just kind of hanging out, and Chosen was going to, boom, right there, right in the, and then bam, done. Daniel was supposed to die in part 2 as a result of Chosen stabbing him. And that's why they made the figure with a knife. Love it. Good figure. Good likeness. And then, you know, one of the weirdest figures, but such an interesting character. I don't know why I get a kick out of this figure so much, is Sato. Chosen's uncle, Sato. You betrayed me. I don't even know if that's what he says. I think he says, you, at some point in the movie. You are dead to me, or something. He's rocking the shooting stars. He's got, maybe that's what Chosen had in his hand. Maybe they're shooting stars and it wasn't a knife. I don't know, maybe, right? Maybe they both have the same arm. So this is shooting stars that are attached to a, I like this. Look, I didn't even know this. Look, watch. Boom, they come out. Boom, they go back in, so you can throw it. That I'd like. I was today years old when I discovered that. Let's see. There you go. Then you pull it back in. Yeah. Why am I saying ha? Is that the noise that you make when you throw a shooting star? Ha. Anyway, Sato. 2 Sato figures. One would have been all right, but we got 2. And then I have the loose ref, you know, from wow, man, those guys are having a Karate Kid match upstairs. The loose ref from part 1, the tournament, very cool. And then yes, I know he was actually a karate teacher, and he was actually the kind of the choreographer of the movie. And then they put him. I know that. Settle down. Now we have. I don't know, one of the best / worst play sets ever. This is the competition center. It's not in here because it's currently hanging up on my wall in the living room because it's got Kreese and Johnny's autograph on it. But it was literally a piece of cardboard with a cloth mat that looked like the tournament, you know, base, the mat. And, you know, it came with the crowd, right? The cardboard crowd you're supposed to cut out. The prototype of this has it with a like a scoreboard and a tournament. It's on the box, but it never actually comes in the set. I don't think. In fact, I know it doesn't. But there's a prototype in a Remco catalog that I saw online that has kind of like a scoreboard. You know, 2 points to 1 point, and you could write it in, and then it had the tournament brackets attached to it. So that was cool. I mean, it's a great looking box. I love all of Remco's artwork. But Remco just, man, mailed it in, you know, with the cardboard. And you know, whatever this was at the time, I don't know, probably $7.99 or $9.99. Cardboard. Referee still in there, yellowed as all get out, of course, love it. And pretty boring back of the box with the crowd cutout. I don't know, that's pretty cool. You know, there were other things. There's the you know, the cannery play set, that, you know, with the thing that comes down and, you know, they're just supposed to move. That's see, that's like years of karate right there. And then there's like this weird back alley ninja playset thing that came with generic Remco ninja figures. It wasn't, it might have been Karate Kid like part 5 or something, but there was, you know, they got that playset. But there you go, you know, there you go, D-Mod. Sorry if I phoned it in a little bit, but, you know, a little comic relief didn't help, or didn't hurt. There's the Karate Kid figures from Remco. I have them, and I like them. And somebody's having a good old time upstairs. All right, so that's that. Remco Karate Kid figures. I told you why I don't like why I don't watch Cobra Kai. I hope you still hang out and subscribe to the channel. That is all. We'll see you tomorrow. Day 6. Might be Chuck Norris. Might be my cereal boxes. Might be some made from TV VHS tapes. Might just be a Christmas discussion. I don't know. We'll do day 6 tomorrow. Good night now.